My name is Edith Katz. I was in the Holocaust in Germany, in Auschwitz, in 44. I arrived there at night, 11 o'clock. I found myself with my future mother-in-law and her sister and my little brother who was 13 years old. They took us to a huge building. It wasn't a building, it was like a barrack or what, to the hell knows. They said it was an empty space there in front. We should undress completely and leave everything, the clothes, the bag, where are they taking us? Oh, the Jewish guy said, they're taking us to take a shower. I didn't like the idea, and I didn't undress. The guys come always around pushing and arranging, and they said, why don't you undress? So you see everybody is naked, you are still dressed. Go out and throw everything at the same place. Why don't you do it? I said, I didn't do it because I don't know how I will find after the shower my own clothes. I looked back, my row was very close to the door. It was a huge, huge door from the crematoire. And when nobody saw, I looked at the back, nobody saw. I ran out because the doors were not closed yet. But I looked up, and when I was inside the crematoire, I looked upstairs and I saw a gray ball. And by myself, stupid, I thought it's soap. But it wasn't soap, that was the gas what they throwing after they closing the door. It was two huge doors. I was waiting that nobody should be around. I ran out, it was pitch dark. One SS guy is catching me by my hand, holding me there. He let me go. I looked in the back. I looked in his eyes. I saw that he felt sorry for me. The only German guy I'll never forget in my life, he gave me 70 years to go in 5 minutes. And it was very dark and I didn't know. I ran opposite direction. And I looked in the back and he didn't send the dog and he didn't kill me. He just, with his finger, he showed me that I run in bad directions. I should run opposite direction. And I did the same, I did what he said. And guess what? I found my mother and my sister in a group where they just all arrived and they shaved their heads. Anyway, I had to do whatever they did already because, and then I told everybody that I ran out from the crematoire. They said, you would be long time gone already because that's not soap what you saw, that gas. They're throwing on the people, on the young ones, little babies, everybody. In 10 minutes they were all dead.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me.
I know your mother your grandmother come the same town where I came from. And we wasn't together in the lagers. Actually, we went through a few lagers. You know, they put us a car train. We have to stand up, that much place leave us, no air, no nothing. And then we arrived in Auschwitz. My little brother and the other brother went with my father. They killed them too in the gas camera and then burned them. Even when I think about it, it's hurt to even talk about it, okay? So they took us, as I say, Krakow, Warsaw, and then they took back Auschwitz, and they again select people, right and left. I still stay there because a friend, two friends I was, who became the same time in very close friend. Till when we came home together and was together, she just recently died. Anyhow, we stay Auschwitz for a while. I got sick. I got malaria. And I was very weak and not well. So I went in where the guys working from the horseshoes and sit down, but have there a Lagerführer. They always, everybody was scared from him because nothing was him to take out the revolver and shoot people. That kind of guy he was. So I was, and sit down, there was a place, and they're saying, Lagerführer coming in. So the guy was screaming, get out from here, get. They get very scared. I say, I am not going nowhere. If he kill me, let him kill. I sitting here. So he came in, he saw there I'm sitting, and after I was telling him, I don't feel good. See, some miracle happened. The guy telling the soldier, I'm in the Lagerführer, give it to her, I covered. Let her sit here. Everybody looking, what's a miracle happened? They God take care of me or something like that. It was something really special. And the second day, he came and bring me a bread like this, a big size, a bread, a whole small cutted bread. And you say, I brought for my beautiful girl. Everybody was an absolute miracle. A guy who killing people just like that. And everybody was scared. And that's making such a miracle for me. It was a miracle, you know. To then get a piece of bread. A little, because we get bread and have to cut them pieces. It wasn't never nothing. They don't give us to eat. I arrived on July 1st, a Saturday, to Auschwitz, and arrived with my mother, father, and my brother and sister, and they divide us you know. My mother left on the left side, I on the right side, my 4 aunts. And one of my aunts asked the guy there who was there, the Polish guy, where are we? He said, in the other world. He said that in German, in the Jene Welt. And we didn't know what's gonna happen to us. We didn't hear nothing from anybody. On the 6th week, when we were there, we were sitting outside, and somebody was yelling, Hedi, Hedi, your father came to visit. So my father was alive, was working there. Brought over some green stuff. So he came over, and then he took all from his clothing, from under the pants, everywhere. He pulled out things for me, clothing and food and everything, you know. And the first thing, my father asked me, where is your mother? I said, I don't know, my mother didn't come with us. And I told him that I have a friend in another lager, and he wants me to go there because he works a place where he has food. He could give me food, but my father said, don't go anywhere. You go wherever God tells you where to go. So after I met my father, they took us away, 1,000 people, in a lager where we was working lager, and we worked in a factory where we made bomb. You know, every morning we went out early morning and came back at night, and we were making bomb. You know, and we had to feel a big something. We had to feel we have powder, yellow powder. That was the powder we made the bomb from, and it was a yellow, like a egg. It was so yellow, and that was poison. And we got every day a half a pint of milk, but not many people got that in Germany, but that was poison. All our body, inside, outside, was yellow like this powder. So we worked all day, and then we come home at night. We ate the supper, but me, I never eat dairy, so I never ate the milk. I changed it for horse milk. And one day my aunt told one of the Aufseherin who was watching us to come home, told him the story that I'm not drinking the milk, and I'm gonna die. So one day we came home, and the Hauptscharführer, who was the owner, who was running the camp, all of a sudden I heard my name telling me to come forward. They didn't know where I am. So I was very worried, and all my aunt, we didn't know why they called me. I didn't know my aunt spoke to somebody. So he told me that I heard that you're not drinking the milk and you're gonna die. So you're not going to work out anymore in the factory. You're gonna go work in the outside field. There and waiting till November. We became free end of March. We were sitting there in that hotel, and we went here and there. We were free, but you know what to do. We had what to eat. They gave us clothing. And one day, the Lagerälteste, who was also a Hungarian girl, was from my hometown, and she was very nice to us. And she told us that soon we will be able to go home. They're gonna come pick us up. And we came home with a train. Took us, I don't know, almost a week to come home. And when I come home, my sister was home. She found out that I am alive and I'm coming home, and she was waiting for me at the station. And then I know already Öcsi before, and my sister told me that Öcsi, my boyfriend, was alive, so he knows also that I'm alive, so he's gonna come to visit my hometown. And he came to visit me, and he asked me to marry him, and that's the way ended the life.